So today I'm going to go through how I mix up my daily supplements. All of this is pretty heavily cribbed from More Plates, More Dates. Thank you for watching this episode of the Incremental Monster Day Zero series. I'm not a doctor, I'm just some guy who watches too much YouTube. Don't do anything that I say, don't think that anything I'm doing is right. Listen to your doctor, even when he tells you to take statins. Welcome back to The Path, everybody, and today we're going to be talking about pre-workouts, supplements, what I do, and how I mix them. So we'll be going over what's in it, and what's not in it, and how I weigh it out and scale it, and I'll make it right here for you right now. We're going to start out with creatine, and I put in 6 grams a day, so I'm making a 10-day batch right now, and that'll be 60 grams. Why creatine? Because any workout supplement without creatine in it and at a max efficacious dose, 5 to plus grams, is stupid. So put creatine in. Make sure your supplements have creatine in them. I'm going to be going for 60 grams. So the second one today is going to be citrulline malate. You want to get about 6 to 8 grams a day of the citrulline, and citrulline malate is 66% citrulline, so I'm going to go 12 grams per day in order to get a dose of 8 grams of citrulline malate a day, or citrulline a day. $120 grams into the bucket. Third one we're adding today is beta-alanine. So beta-alanine needs to be loaded, and then it needs to be maintained. And in order to get during the load phase, you need about 6 grams a day. So I'm still loading it because I was taking it improperly before. Basically, you just need to get 6 grams of beta-alanine a day for 4 to 6 weeks. And then after that, you can go down to 2 grams a day for maintenance. So since we're in load, we're going to be going for 6 grams a day. This is a 10-day batch, so 60 grams of beta-alanine. In the bucket. Fourth one today, potassium chloride. We don't get enough potassium in our diet. About 6 grams of this mix will get me 3150 grams of potassium chloride per day. I'll get the rest out of diet. So for this, 60 grams into the bucket. In we go. Fifth one today, magnesium citrate. About 3 grams of this gets you 330 milligrams of magnesium. So 3 grams are going to be going for 30 grams of this for a 10-day batch. And bucket. Sixth, calcium citrate, so standard CalMag. 3 grams of this gets me 720 grams of calcium. Gets me about 60-70% what I need a day. Again, 30 grams, 10-day batch. Next one is betaine, and I'm going betaine anhydrous or betaine HCl. Malpha boner. So standard dose is 2 grams a day for betaine, so 20 grams. In the bucket. Next is L-theanine, 1 gram a day, so 10 grams of this. Keeps your brain patterns smooth throughout the day. So the next one is niacin, and it's a lot like the beta-alanine. If you take this really fast, it will turn you into a lobster. You will look like a lobster, and the flushing and the burning sucks. I'm taking this to keep my HDL high. I went from 58 to 80 in about a week. So this stuff works. So this is vitamin B3 niacin, and I take 1 gram of this a day. So that'll be 10 grams. And last and maybe least on this is acetyl L-carnitine. This helps fats get across different cell layers. 2 grams of this a day, so 20 grams of this in a 10-day batch. Now we've got about 420 grams of this here, generally mixed up, so we're just going to lightly mix this up a little bit. You don't need to mix it up too much at this point. You'll be able to do that in the next step. The bucket. So I need to get 42 grams. So I'm going to measure this out. Let's go with this scoop. So 1 full scoop of this weighs 23 grams. So this 30cc scoop comes out to 23 grams. What I generally do is I get a light scoop and I put 1 light scoop into each of these, and that gets me 21 grams each bottle, and I drink these 2 throughout the day. What that does is that gives me full doses of creatine, citrulline malate, beta-alanine, potassium chloride, magnesium, calcium, betaine, theanine, niacin, and acetyl L-carnitate. Now, there's no research that I've seen that shows that taking 6 grams of creatine all at once is better than taking it throughout the day. And that pretty much goes for everything on this list. In fact, quite the opposite. Now, for caffeine, what I will typically do is when I'm going to work out, or it's the afternoon and I don't want to take a nap, I want to stay awake, I will take out one of these, and this is 200 milligrams, and I will just break it open and I will pour it into the bottle and just drink it with the rest. This allows me to control when I take my caffeine, and it allows me to drink these throughout the day and even throughout the night without having to worry about whether I have caffeine in there or not. So that's why there's no stimulants in the base mix, is so that I can just drink this anytime that I want. And the same kind of goes for BCAAs. So 1 6cc scoop is about 3 grams of this. So when I go to work out and I'm not in a fasting state, I will take 2 scoops of this and just dump it in over the top of this. That allows me to control when I'm fasting and when I get an insulin spike off of the BCAAs. So generally what I do is I mix this up, and I mix up a batch either in here or in here, and I will mark what day that I mixed it up and how many days are in that batch, and I will keep track of how long it takes me to go through the batch to make sure that I'm getting the right dosages over a 10-day or a 20-day span. So most of the information that I started with on this was from More Plates, More Dates. I want to make sure that credit gets out for that. Thank you for watching this episode of the Incremental Monster Day 0 series. Please throw a like for the algo, and I really look forward to comments and feedback. Thank you for watching this Incremental Monster production.